Alone in the Dark is widely considered to be the first 3D survival horror game, and let's just say, we've come a long way. Our story begins after the suicide of Jeremy Hartwood. He was found in his mansion, the Deserto house. It's empty and it's very spooky. Choose to play as either Emily Hartwood, Jeremy Hartwood's niece,
Life is a mystery.
or as Private Detective Edward Carnby.
Private detective.
Edward Carnby is the correct choice. Pick Edward. So Emily Hartwood quickly decides that the Deserto house is to blame for her uncle's untimely death. She believes that by visiting the house, she will discover Jeremy's suicide letter, or at least some form of closure.
I must go to Deserto.
Lucky for her, she has a clear memory of her uncle telling her to...
Look at the piano, Emily.
How convenient. Edward Carnby, a disgruntled private detective, is only interested in his next payday. Carnby is hired as an antiques collector to go and retrieve the piano from the Deserto house. You get it? Everyone's going to the piano. How he plans on moving the piano, I have no idea. Usually that requires more than one person, or some sort of trolley. Doesn't have a trolley. Doesn't even have a car. Whether the player chooses to continue as Emily or Edward makes no difference to the gameplay. They both just need to find that piano. Upon entering the house, the door slams behind you. Something doesn't feel right. Oh look, it's the piano. And would you look at that? Jeremy Hartwood's suicide note is right there. Reading the note, Jeremy alludes to the Deserto house being haunted and saying,
I have freed hellish forces. They will find my body, but will not have my soul.
Suddenly, you're attacked by a ghost, a zombie. I don't know, it's green. Whatever it is, you try and nope the hell out of there. While trying to find a way out, you come across more ghouls and monsters to fight off. Oh no. Along the way, you come across documents and literature that would indicate that the Deserto thing was built by an occultist pirate named Ezekiel Priggs.
My name is Ezekiel Prext.
Beneath the house are caverns that were used for dark rituals, which Pretzel conducted to increase his wealth and extend his lifespan. During the American Civil War, Pretzel was shot dead, and Deserto was burned down by Union soldiers. Pretzel's spirit still appears to roam the house, and it turns out that Jeremy Hartwood killed himself to prevent his body from becoming a host for the Pretzel guy. Eventually, you find your way into these caverns. Within the caverns is a magical tree, in which Mr. Pringle's spirit lives within. The player burns down the tree, killing Prigsit within it. This purges the house of all the supernatural powers. But, surprise twist, your taxi driver is a zombie. But then the zombie just drives you back home, and it's all fine. The game ends. Goodbye.